Ham's descendants and the sons of Hamshank, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. Why are there so many Canaans, bro? Here's what I'm wondering. There was a Canaan earlier in the story, and then there was a Canaan a second ago with, no, it's the same Canaan after Noah's drunkenness where he's naked as shit. Okay, whatever. Whew. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan, and the sons of Cush, Sabeh, and Havaliah, and Sabta, and Ra'amah, and Sabtecha, and the sons of Ra'amah, Sheba, and Dedan. Bro, I feel like I'm reading out the beginning of like a fucking D&D. Like I feel like I'm the DM right now. And Cush begat Nimrod. Oh my god, please tell me that I'm not reading that wrong. Nimrod. And Cush begat Nimrod. And he began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. Wait. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, he's a mighty hunter before the Lord. Whatever. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, and the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Calah. Am I speaking fucking Klingon? What's happening? And Rasin, between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. None of that makes sense, so I don't give a shit. The Mizraim begat Ludim, and Anamim, and Lahabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Kasluhim, out of whom came Philistine. I know that one. And Caphtorim, and Cana begat. God damn it. And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jubusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, and the Arkite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite, and afterwards were families of the Canaanites spread abroad. Why do we give a shit? That's my question. Wait. Why do we give a shit, Bible? We don't care. Where's the juicy stuff? I'm 7 pages in and I already want to give up on this shit because this sucks. Bro, no one cares. If motherfucking, if Ready Player One started this way, Seth, begat Zuthranite, begat Ophranite, begat Amorite, begat Gorgasite, begat Mizarama, Begina Bandoluman, Ananim, and Lubahabibim, Nufapatim. No one would give a shit. No one would read that book. Everybody put that book down. Dog, no wonder. You're starting up. Like, you should have started off with, like, Pillars of Salt and, like, anger and wrath. Not all this goddamn gobbledygook dumb shit that we've been starting with. This sucks. I'm gonna be real with you. This fucking read, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Listen to me. If I had to be real with you for a split second, the King James Version of the Bible, I'm 6 pages in. This sucks so far. I can't imagine too many people that would want to read this shit. You know? And yeah, it's, a dumbass reading it. And, it's for the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good and want to learn to do other things good too. But at the same time, bro, can't you make it a little more interesting? Like, we don't care. I kind of want to just skip ahead to, like, way past all the fucking descendants and shit. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it needs to be done. And I'm trying to go page by page. This is page 7, So, whatever. We're going to start at Genesis chapter 10, verse 12. I don't even know. No, verse 8. No, verse 6. Ham's descendants. And the sons of Ham, Cush and Mizraim and Phut and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba and Havilah and Sabath and Rahama and Sabarcha. And the sons of Rahama and Sheba and Dishan. And Cush begat Nimrod. Fucking Nimrod. Bro, how you go? Like, we might as well just put Jared in there, right? Cush begat Jared. Mira and Shehaba and Havarla and Shabatra and Rahama and Sabarte and Jared and Seth and Sheba and Denan and Cush begot Nimrod. Oh my god, whatever. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, and the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Calah, and Resen between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. I don't fucking know what that means. I guess between those two is a great city. I don't know. And Mizraim begat Ludim and Anahramim and Lehamim and Nephafrumim. Wait. Naphtuhim and Pachrusim and Kasluhim, out of whom came Philistine and Caphtorim, and the Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth. And Heth. Fucking Heth just comes out of nowhere, right? Seth. Fucking Jobin, and Jebusite, and Amorite, and Gigrasite, and the Chavite, and Arkite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite, and afterwards were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah. I've heard of Sodom and Gomorrah before. And Admah and Zeborim, even unto Lesha. Never heard of the rest of them, but Sodom and Gomorrah I heard of. These are the sons of Ham. Dude, Sodom and Gomorrah, those two cities that were like, motherfuckers booty poking each other and like belly dancing and all that shit that God made like pillars of salt and everything. That all came from the sons of Ham. Think about that for a second. That all came from the sons of Ham. We don't talk about the daughters, because everybody's, I guess, fucking the daughters. I don't even fucking know anymore. Whew! And the sons of Ham, after their families, and their tongues, and their countries, and their nations. Shem's descendants. God damn it, here we go. This might be a little more interesting. Unto Shem also, the father of all children of Eber, the brother of Japheth and Elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, E apostrophe dash Lam. Elam? That reminds me of the dude from fucking, what was that? Hell on Wheels. Elam. God, that was a good show. Y'all should watch that fucking show, because it's way better than this book so far. And Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. I don't know if I'm saying this shit right. I'm fucking trying real hard. I really am. I am but a simple country boy from the south. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm trying as hard as I can, and I'm just fucking failing. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash, and Arphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber, and unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name was Peleg. Fucking part of me wants to just say Peleg. God damn it. Alright. Name of one was Peleg, and his days was the earth divided. And his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Almodad, and Shelef, and Hazarmaveth, and Jerah, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Dikla, God, you make this too easy. And Obal, and Abimael, I don't know. And Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jovab. All these were sons of Joktan, and their dwelling was from Meshia, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. There are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, and their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations and their nations. By these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. Chapter 11. Ooh, here we go. The Tower of Babel. Bro, we're going to go through chapter 11, 1 through 22 on this one. And I'm just going to go straight for it because, this is going to get juicy. Alright? Just bear with me. And the whole earth was one language and of one speech. How the fuck is that going to happen when everybody's named like Erech and Nachad and Kalneh and Shinar and Nivenech and Rohabach and Mizrahem Beget, Limit, Limdun, Anahimin and Lechamem and Seth and Jobin, or I guess whatever. I'm going to stop. And the whole earth was one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. What kind of slime? I'm wondering what the fuck they mean by slime. What? And slime they had for mortar. You can't just say all this shit before him. Shem's descendants and Hammy boys' descendants. And then just be like, yeah, they made brick for stone. And then slime. Yeah, they had for mortar. Like Nickelodeon slime? Or like, did they ejaculate for mortar? What was the slime? I don't understand. And they said, Go to, let us build a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. He came down? Like, oh, y'all putting ejaculate in between the hot bricks. I thought I told, Resin and Naveh and Kalach. We're not gonna do that. Sabta and Rahama. Like, we're not using slime, dog. Like, maybe he was disappointed. Maybe he didn't like it. Whatever. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Now they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they can all talk to each other, they can all speak, which is shocking considering no one can even pronounce anybody's fucking name at this point, probably. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, and that they may understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. So what does that mean? So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all of the earth. So he was like, y'all motherfuckers are talking to each other. You learned how to say chivit, you know? And so I gotta, it's almost like two kids in middle school that like get in trouble all the time, so you gotta like separate them across the fucking classroom, So it's just like everybody goes everybody. Everybody goes everywhere. You know what I mean? But he left them off to build a city. How are they gonna build a city from upon the face of all earth? I don't know how that happens. Maybe they heated bricks and put their slime into. I don't fucking know. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon all the face of earth. Guys, this is exhausting. If I can be completely honest with you, man, just reading the names of who begat who is already getting fucking troublesome. But then the Lord said, behold! And he was like, you guys are building shit, and y'all speak the same language. He scattered everybody. And so that they could build the city. And he's like, oh, you guys speak the same language, and scattered them abroad upon the face of all of the earth to build the city. And therefore, the name of it is called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all earth. I guess he figured out what the fuck we were saying, and what we were speaking and all that. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon all the face of the earth. So he's like, the Tower of Babel, he was like, yo, y'all get to do whatever you want now, and I can understand your language. And Chachim and Rochebath and Kalech, like we're gonna stop. We're gonna scatter you all over the world so that you can build this same city of Babel. I don't fucking know. And he scattered everybody abroad upon the face of all the earth. This is okay. And these are the generations of Shem. Oh no, please no. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. At 100 years old? Where did he come from? Shem was one of his sons, right? That was one of Noah's sons. Yeah. I guess he was 100 after the flood? 2 years after the flood, he was 100? How long was the fucking flood? Was it 40 days and 40 nights? Or was it 150 days? Or was it 10 months? Or was it 7 days? I don't get it. And now he's 100 years old, 2 years after the flood, so 98 years? It's giving me a fucking migraine, dude. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years. No, he didn't. Fuck off. No, he did not. He didn't live 100 years. No, and he didn't live 98 years during the flood, or not during the flood. Who fucking knows at this point? And then begot Arphaxad, and then lived another 500 years, and then he begot sons and daughters. Of course he did. I'm wondering how long it's going to say he lived, and then he died. Let's see. Let's fucking see. And Arphaxad lived 530 years and begot Salah. No, he didn't. No one lives that long. And Arphaxad lived after he begot Salah 403 years and begot sons and daughters. He did not live to be 903 years old. No. 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 Stop. Bible. Stop. Stop. Stop it. I'm fucking being serious. If I have to read one more page of fucking this guy begat this guy who was 930 years old and they begat sons and daughters, which we're not going to talk about that until we're fucking the daughters who are fair. Like, I can't be honestly, I can't be bothered. Arphaxad lived after he begot Salah 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber. See, that makes sense. Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber. Whew. And Salah lived after he begot Eber 403 years. No, he did. Why are we doing what? Oh, it's so annoying. You guys have no idea how fucking annoyed I am right now. I'm trying so hard to get through this book, but this is the worst. The Old Testament and the King James Version of the Holy Bible is the worst read. Like, I would rather read, like somebody's fucking, fan fiction about goddamn Star Wars squadrons and some clone, knight that fucks, some Jedi lady and begat Abram or some shit. I don't fucking care. Like, that would be better than this. This sucks. This is so boring and terrible. It's so bad. Guys, this is bad. Oh my lord. This is bad. Okay. And Salah lived 30 years and begat Eber. And Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years. No, he did not. And begat sons and daughters. Of course he did. 400. Who doesn't pop out babies at 430 years old? And Eber lived to be, after he begat Peleg, 430 years and begat sons and daughters. Didn't God say a minute ago, like, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna live over 120 years because I'm done with this shit and y'all are fucking your daughters and all that stuff? Like, I don't understand this. And Peleg lived 30 years and begat Reu. Peleg lived 30 years and begat Reu. Perfect. See, that makes sense. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years. No. Why do you keep doing this? This sucks. No, he didn't. It begat sons and daughters. And Devin lived 739 years after he begot his son Thomas. And after Thomas, he lived 931 years. And altogether, he lived 1,376 years and begat sons and daughters. And then he died. Like, that's what we're doing right now. Over and 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 fucking over again. It's terrible writing, if I do say so myself. This is a bad plot. Like, I'm gonna say this is not very gripping stuff. And Peleg lived after he begot Reu 209 years and begot sons and daughters. And Reu lived 230 years, 32, and begot Sirach. Look, I'm not even going to read down. I bet he lived to be 32 and begot Sirach. And I bet it's going to say after he begot Sirach, he lived like 675 years. And Reu lived after he begot Sirach 207 years and begot sons and daughters. And Sarug lived 30 years and begat Nahor. Now we're going on page 8 a little bit, but we'll stop soon, I promise. God damn it, please. Let me stop soon. And Sarug lived after he begot Nahor 200 years and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 9 and 20 years. Nahor lived 29 years and begat Terah. Which all sound like fucking Klingons, by the way. And Nahor lived after he begot Terah 119 years and begot sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Jesus Christ. Alright. We're at Genesis chapter 11, verse 27. And I'm going to leave it there. I can't fucking go on anymore tonight. So I apologize if I'm shitting on anybody, but this is just awful. This is like, I'd rather read Twilight, you know? Like, I'd rather read New Moon than this shit. Because at least there's something going on. This is just motherfuckers living an obnoxiously long time, which did not happen, also. And begatting sons and daughters that don't matter until they're fucking their daughters. I don't, fuck, whatever. Love you, like you later.